Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope you are all well. We're going to be starting our practice off this evening, lying on our backs, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. So I'm going to come and join you on my yoga mat. And once you get there, just take a few breaths. I'm going to check to make sure our pelvis is in neutral. So checking that the pubic bone is not pointing up towards the ceiling, so you're pushing the lower back down into the floor, and checking that that pubic bone is not pointing down, so you're overly arching that lower back. And maybe place the heel of the hands on your hips, so the fingertips pointing down towards the pubic bone. Maybe the thumbs are touching. And slowly start to deepen the breath. Eyes can be open or eyes can be closed. And remember, it's your practice. Listening to your body during our flows today. Observe your breath. And if you need to rest, please do so. If you need to modify, please do so. And just enjoy the practice. So scooping the tummy muscles up and in, activating those deep tummy muscles, or maybe think about drawing in towards that center line or zipping up. Check that you've not tilted that pelvis. Leg float, starting with the right leg. Take a nice deep breath in, float that right leg off the floor, knee roughly in line with that hip. As you exhale, lower the right foot down. Inhale, float the left foot off the mat. And as you exhale, float that left foot down. Right foot, float it off the floor. Slowly lower down. And then the left foot. You can keep the hands on your belly, or you can keep them on your hips or down by the floor. Keep going in your own time. We're starting to mobilize the hips. And working on stabilizing our pelvis with those deep tummy muscles. Two more on each side. And release the arms down to the floor if they're not there already. Palms facing up towards the ceiling. Pelvis in neutral. Activate the core. Activate both glutes. Slowly come up into a low bridge. You can physically check that that pelvis is in neutral. Waist even through both feet. Checking that you're not rolling to the outside edges of the feet. That will allow the knees to roll out. Knees are going in the direction of the toes. Making sure that big toe mounds in contact with the mat. And if you want to, you can prod those glutes to make sure they're activated. And on your next exhale, slowly lower down. Neutral pelvis. Bring the hands behind the back of the head, interlace the fingers, elbows point up towards the ceiling. Core is activated. Inhale, exhale, slowly curl up. Maybe bringing the shoulder blades off the mat. And as you inhale, slowly curl down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, curl down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, curl down. Checking that you're not pulling on that neck. The back of the head is just resting in the palms of your hands. One more. Release the head, arms down by the side, coming into your low bridge. Glutes are on, core's activated, weights even through the feet, hold it there. Take a nice deep breath in, float both arms up. Maybe the fingertips point up to the ceiling, maybe the arms are a little bit lower down. Exhale, float the arms down, keep your low bridge. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, float the arms down. 2 more. And then slowly lower back down towards the floor. Bring the hands behind the head. Elbows point up. Activate the core. Inhale, exhale, slowly curl up vertebrae by vertebrae. Hold it here. A small rotation to the right. Inhale back to center. And then slowly come back down. Exhale, curl up. Small rotation to the left. Only by about half an inch. Just a small range of movement. Curling up again. Rotate to the right. Back to center. Slowly down. Exhale, curl up. Rotate, making sure both shoulder blades, if possible, are off the mat. Slowly back down. 2 more each side. Curl up. Rotate right. Slowly to center. Slowly back down. Curl up. Rotate left. Back to center. Slowly come back down. Rest if you need to. Last one each side. Curling up. Rotate. Slowly to center. Slowly down. And then just gently bring one leg in at a time. Maybe stay still. Maybe a gentle rock from side to side. And then very, very slowly curl onto whichever side feels comfortable for you. Coming up to tabletop. In your tabletop, shoulders are over the wrists, spreading the fingers wide. Push down through the finger pads, making sure you're not locking out those fingers. Knees are underneath the hips. Neutral, shoulder blades are in neutral, so the shoulder blades are on the back of your rib cage. Check that you're not adjusting that chin up or overly tucking that chin in towards the chest. So you've got length in that neck. And just remember the next part of the spine. Gently activate the core. Cat-cow. So take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, very, very, very slowly curling into your cat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Pause here. Inhale. Slowly, slowly, slowly uncurling. Neutral spine. Chest comes to the front. Just gently lower that belly, just slightly. Try not to drop that belly down. Exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. Curling into your cat, vertebrae by vertebrae, releasing the neck. Pause here for a moment. And as you inhale, slowly uncurl, vertebrae by vertebrae. Neutral spine, just gently pull the chest through. Core is on, protecting that lower back. One more. Coming into your cat, nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae, releasing the neck. Pause. Inhale, slowly uncurl, vertebrae by vertebrae. Neutral spine, chest comes through, and then slowly back to your neutral spine. Holding it here. Core is on. Activate the right glute. Float the right knee off the floor. Holding it here. Check that the hips are level. Hip circles. Doesn't matter what direction you're going into. So when you're ready, circling the hip with your own range of movement. And then slowly reverse. Come back to tabletop, tuck the toes, come into our first down dog. It's going to be a bent knee down dog. To activate the core, the hips are coming up. Soften those knees. Check your base, spreading the fingers wide, head and neck relaxed. Lovely long spine. Checking that lower back is nice and long. Bending the knees, hips are high. Lengthening out the armpits, pushing up. And on your next exhale, slowly lower the knees to the floor. And then maybe just bring the hands forward slightly, coming into a 3/4 plank. Core is on, pelvis in neutral, shoulder blades are in neutral. And then slowly bending the elbows. Elbows are pointing back, slowly lowering down towards the floor. Keep the chest open. Tops of the feet on the floor, pubic bone. Keep the length in the spine, coming into a baby cobra. So pulling that mat back. So rather than pushing down, pull the mat back. Holding it here. Try and keep the breaths nice and deep if you can. Exhale, soften slightly, tuck the toes, push all the way up to the knees. Tuck the toes, if they're not already, push the hips up and back, coming into down dog. Slowly lower the knees to the floor, coming into tabletop. Pelvis in neutral, shoulder blades are in neutral. Activate the core. Activate the left glute, foot the left knee off the floor. Hip circles, working with your own range of movement. Doesn't matter which direction you start with. Reverse. Meet back in tabletop, tucking the toes, down dog. Hips are up. No, your heels do not have to touch the floor. Check that the weight's even between the hands and the feet. Just soften the knees slightly. Check that the head and neck are nice and relaxed. As you exhale, lower the knees to the floor. Just bring the hands forward slightly, coming into your 3/4 plank. Pelvis is in neutral, shoulder blades in neutral. Activate the glutes, core is activated. Bend in the elbows. Keep the chest open, slowly lower all the way down. Pull back with the mat, pull the mat back. Coming into your cobra. So the pubic bones on the mat, tops of the feet. Exhale, soften, tuck the toes, push all the way up to your knees, down dog. And then in this down dog, maybe walk the feet in slightly. Maybe soften the knees, maybe walk the dog out. Or maybe just sway from side to side, or maybe just stay nice and still. And then from here, just gaze between the hands and just slowly, slowly, slowly walk the feet towards the hands, lengthen the spine, doing that halfway lift. Check that you're not jutting that chin out. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly come all the way up to stand into mountain pose. Check that the weight's even on both feet. Maybe do a few shoulder rolls here. Bring the hands through to heart. Step the right foot back, coming into crescent. Checking that pelvis is in neutral. On the balls of the right foot, left knee is bent. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. Maybe soften that right knee a little bit more to keep the pelvis in neutral. And then from here, you're going to step the right foot towards the left. Step the right foot back to crescent, option to wobble. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Push down through the left foot, step forward. Step it back to crescent. Step forward, step back to crescent. Hold it here. Bring the hands down through to heart. Push down through that left leg, step forward. Stay on the ball of that right foot. Core is on, left foot is on. Find your focal point, coming into a single leg standing balance. So the toes can be on the floor, if it can just hover off the floor. It can be as high as feels comfortable for you. Holding it there. And then slowly release. Step the left foot back into crescent. Check in that the pelvis is neutral, right knee is bent. Keep the hands at heart to start off with. Step the left foot forward, step the left foot back to crescent. Step the left foot forward, step the left foot back, crescent. Step the left foot forward, step the left foot back, holding it here in your crescent. Bring the hands through to heart, forward. Single leg standing balance is shifting the weight onto that right leg. Right glute on, core activated. Toes can touch the floor. Toes can hover off the floor. You can come up a little bit higher. And release. Release the arms. Sweep the arms out to the side, all the way up, fingertips coming up towards the ceiling. Have a nice long stretch. Exhale, bring the hands down through to heart. We're going to come back to our crescent and add on. So release the arms down by your side. Right foot, step it back, coming into crescent. Step it forward. Step it back. Step it forward. Step it back, crescent. Step it forward. Step back into crescent. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come into your warrior two. Sit in your warrior two. Check your base. And root down through both feet. The outside edge of the right foot's in contact with the mat. Left knee is bent. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. Crown of the head rising up towards the ceiling. You can either gaze down the left middle finger if that feels comfortable in the neck, or just gaze straight ahead. Activate the glutes. So think about drawing those seat bones in. Core is activated. Check in with the breath. Check in to see how you're feeling. Side bend. Right arm, right leg. Left arm reach up towards the ceiling. Reverse your warrior. Release the right ear towards that right shoulder. You can either gaze down at the floor or straight ahead. Inhale, warrior two. Now, like last week, when we come into our modified side angle, we're going to keep it quite high. We're going to make sure we're using those obliques. And then maybe rest that left ear down towards that left shoulder. Right bicep can be by the right ear, or we can point up towards the ceiling. Or you have the option of just catching your right hip. Inhale, rotate round to the front, so swivel around in that back foot, bending the left knee, right knee maybe slightly bent, coming into your crescent. Holding it there, bring the hands down through to heart center, push down through that left foot, step forward onto the balls of your foot. You have the option now of either coming to a single leg standing balance, or you can rotate the right knee out, bring the right heel into the inside of the left foot. I'm going to come into a baby tree. So you can keep the ball of the right foot on the floor. You can soften that left knee if you need to. Ground down for that left foot. Core is on, left glute is on. Maybe slide that right foot up the inside of the left leg. My right toes are just above my left ankle, holding my baby tree. You can bring it up a little bit higher, maybe it's below the knee. Holding it here. Check in with the breath. And don't worry if you're wobbling. Just find your focal point. Keep that core activated. And slowly release that right foot down. Take a nice deep breath in, slowly exhale out through the mouth. Left foot back, crescent lunge. Hold it here. Check your base. Left foot, step it forward. Then come back to crescent. Step forward. back to crescent, step forward, back to crescent, inhale, lengthen, exhale, open out to warrior two, check your base. Shoulders over hips, right bend, outside edge of that left foot in contact with the mat, rooting down through both feet, rising up through the crown of the head. Glutes are activated, core is on. Option to gaze down that right middle finger, just gaze straight ahead if it feels more comfortable for your neck. Side bend, left arm, left thigh, reach the right fingertips up towards the ceiling, reverse your warrior, release the left ear towards that left shoulder. Warrior two. Exhale, modified side angle. We're not thinking about going low, keeping it lifted, enjoying that nice long stretch from the fingertips all the way down towards that left ankle. Core is on, glutes are on. Inhale, swivel that back foot, coming into your crescent. Bring the hands down through to heart. Push down for that right foot, step it forward. Slowly turn that left knee out. So you can come into your single leg standing balance, or you can slowly come up into your baby pigeon. So I've got my left toes above my right ankle. My right glute's on, my core is activated. I'm focusing straight ahead. Maybe you can slide up a little bit higher, it could be just below the knee. And release. Reach fingertips all the way up, ceiling, nice long stretch. Soften the knees if you need to. Keep that pelvis in neutral. And exhale, bring the hands down through to heart. Maybe close your eyes, take a few deep breaths here, or grab a drink of water. We're going to be adding on to that flow. And we're going to run through the flow, and then again at the end, after our crescent, we'll be coming into a balance. So your option is to do your single leg balance, or you can come into tree. You can come up a little bit higher, wobble like I am. Or the other option is a figure of four. I'm just going to demonstrate it. So you can soften this left knee. We're going to be doing it up afterwards, but I just want to let you know what we're going to be doing. This foot will come up, we're going to rotate the knee out. Right foot is coming onto that left thigh. Hinging at the hips, my core is on. I'm looking down towards the floor, keep the length in the neck, length in the spine. Left knee is bent, hips are coming back. And then you'll slowly come up. And then we'll do the other side as well. Don't worry if you wobble, because once we've done this flow, left and right, we're going to practice either our tree or our standing glute stretch. We'll have a little bit longer with it. So, mountain pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Slowly exhale out. Our third flow. Bring the hands through to heart. And step the right foot back, coming into crescent. Step forward, step back, crescent. Step forward, back, crescent. Forward, crescent. Forward, crescent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open out to warrior two. Holding a warrior two, set your base. Reverse warrior. And then from your reverse warrior, work with your own breath, slowly come straight into your modified side angle. And then slowly come all the way back up through warrior two into your reverse warrior. Slowly come all the way back up and over, modified side angle. One more, slowly come all the way back up, reverse. Slowly come all the way back up and over. Modified side angle, hold it here. Enjoy that nice long stretch from the right fingertips all the way down to that right ankle. Gaze down towards the mat. Swivel round. Release the right hand down. Left hand, shoulders over the wrist, step back to plank. Your option to stay here in plank or lower the knees to the floor. Pelvis in neutral, shoulder blades in neutral. Glutes are on, core is on. Lowering down, so bending the elbows, elbows point back, coming into cobra. Hold it here. And on your next exhale, soften down, tuck the toes, either push up in one piece or to the knees, down dog. And maybe step the feet in slightly. One more breath. Exhale. Lower the knees to the floor. Step the left foot forward. Knee in crescent. Reach fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. Bend the elbows, goddess arms. Keep the right toes tucked. Push down with the left foot. Push down to the balls of the right foot. Inhale. Keep the length in the spine as you exhale. Rotate to the left. Slowly come back to center. Rotate to the left. Slowly to center. Rotate to the left, slowly back to center, rotate left, slowly back to center, extend the arms all the way up to ceiling, lovely long stretch. You can keep the arms where they are, bring them through to heart center or to your hips, inhale, and slowly come all the way up to crescent. Hold it here in crescent. Now whilst you're in crescent, decide whether you're going to do your single leg standing balance, whether you're going to come to tree, or whether you're going to try the standing figure of four. Slowly bring the hands down through to heart center. Keep that left knee bent. Just hinge forward slightly, so shifting the weight onto that left leg. So if you're coming through to figure of four, follow me, but if not, single leg balance or tree. Weights all into that left leg, core is on. Slowly bring that right leg through. Turn that knee out to the side. You can assist that leg up, holding it there, hinging back. Keep the chest open, gazing down towards the floor, holding it there. I can feel it stretching this all the way around my right glute and my right hip. My right foot is flexed. One more breath. And then slowly push down through the left foot, slowly come up to standing, and then release the right foot down. Release the hands. Inhale. Slowly exhale out. Hope you enjoyed that flow. Off to the left side, so that left foot comes back. Right knee is bent. Check your base. Crescent. Step the left foot forward. Step the left foot back. Crescent. Forward, crescent, forward, crescent, hold it here, inhale, lengthen, exhale, open out to warrior two, check your base. Reverse, warrior, and then come through warrior two to your modified side angle. Come all the way back, round and through to your reverse, modified side angle. Coming all the way back round, reverse, modified side angle, hold it there, for that lovely long stretch from the fingertips all the way down to that left ankle, gaze down towards the mat, swivel that back foot round, release the left hand down, so doing that low lunge, step back to plank. Knees can be down, pelvis is in neutral, shoulder blades in neutral. Activate the glutes, activate the core, bend the elbows, keep the chest open, don't let those shoulders pop forward, slowly lower down, tops of the feet, pubic bone in contact with the mat, coming into cobra. Next exhale, soften, tuck the toes, either push up in one piece or push up towards to the knees, down dog. Exhale. exhale, lower the knees down. Right foot comes forward, knee in crescent, left toe to touch. Fingertips reach up towards the ceiling, pushing down through that right foot, push down through the balls of the left foot, pelvis in neutral. Goddess arms, go post arms. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, rotate right, center, rotate, center, rotate, going to the right, one more. Come back to center, lengthen out the arms, hold it here. Inhale, slowly come all the way back up into your crescent. So if you did your figure of 4 the other side, you're going to do it again on this side. If you did tree on the other side, you're going to do tree on this side. So you're going to keep it the same. So when you're ready, hands down through to heart, shift the weight forward. So you're really starting to get that hip hinge. Bring that left foot forward. Rotate that knee out, left knee out. Flex the left foot, hinging forward. Keep the chest open. Checking that you're not jutting that chin out. Hold it here. And then slowly push down through that right foot. Slowly come all the way up to standing. Release that left foot down. Inhale, float the arms all the way up to ceiling. Have a nice long stretch. And as you exhale, bring the hands down through to heart center. Release. Either grab another drink or close your eyes. Have a few breaths here. If you've got yoga blocks, you can grab your yoga blocks if you're going to practice your figure of 4. If you don't want to practice your figure of 4 because you've got issues with your hips or your knees, then you can do your tree. If you're doing tree, take your time. So whenever you're doing your balances, just take your time and layer them up. So if you're doing tree, shift your weight onto one leg, soften that knee, core is on, glute is on, find a focal point, and then just start off with on your toes or your ball off your foot, then slowly bring the toes above the ankle, and then you can slowly bring it up a little bit higher. And then if you want to bring it up to the top, to your groin, and then once you're here, you're going to push the standing leg into the foot into that leg. Now don't worry if that knee doesn't come all the way out to the side. That's going to vary from person to person. And then you can hold that and then you can do the other side. Your figure of 4. I'm going to start off with our left leg. So bend in that knee. Shifting the weight onto that left foot. If you're doing your tree, you can hold it for a little bit longer. Slowly bring the right foot off the floor, rotate that knee, place it just above the knee joint. You can assist it if you need to. Bring the hands through to heart. Slowly hinge from the hip. So you're looking down towards the floor. Check that neck so it's nice and long. You can stay here, or you can place the left hand on the bottom of the right foot and place that right lower arm on the right lower leg. And I'm using my elbow to gently push that knee down. You can hold it here. If you're very flexible, you may be able to reach your fingertips down towards the floor. That's why I've got my yoga blocks here, because you can place your hands on the blocks, whichever height. So just bring the floor up a little bit closer. So you can hold it there. Please use your blocks if you want to. The hips are going back, so that knee's not coming over the left toes. If you're doing tree, maybe grow some branches. Keep that spine nice and long if you're in your figure of 4. And if you're in your figure of 4 and your hands are either on the blocks or on the floor, slowly bring that lower arm back to that lower leg, hand to the foot, or maybe bring the hands through to heart center. Slowly bring the hands through to heart center, and then slowly hip hinge all the way up. And then we're all going to release. Give those legs a shake. I can really feel that working in my left glute. So let's swap over. So if you're in a tree, we're going to start doing your tree. You're going to join me in this figure of 4. Let's start shifting away to that right leg. Core is on, right glutes on, focal point. Bringing that left foot off the floor. Rotate that knee out slightly. Place it above the right knee, flex the foot. Slowly start to hip hinge. It may feel different on this side. You may not be able to come down too far. This knee might not be as bent as mine, which is fine. You have the option of placing the right hand on the sole of the left foot, the bottom of the left foot, left lower arm onto the left lower leg. I'm jutting my chin up, so I'm going to like, oops, wobble. And look down towards the mat, keep the length in my neck. Keeping chest open if you're in this figure of 4. Option to use your yoga blocks if you want to rest your hands on your yoga blocks. It can be on the tallest height, the middle height, or the lowest height, or maybe the fingertips can touch the floor. Check not jutting that chin up, core is on. Work with the breath. Check that the hips are going back. You're in that figure of 4. Swatch that right knee. Checking that left knee feels comfortable. If your hands are on the block or the mat, slowly bring them up. Maybe the left lower arms in that left leg. Maybe the right hand on the left foot. Maybe the hands at heart. And bring our hands through to heart. Slowly come all the way up. And then release. And then just shake out those legs. Well done. From here, take a nice deep breath in. Slowly bring the arms all the way up. As you exhale, bring the hands through to heart. You're going to hip hinge from the hips. Knees are bending. Lovely long spine. Plant the hands on the mat. Shoulders are over the wrists. Step one foot back, then the other plank. You can stay here or lower the knees off the floor. Check that the pelvis is in neutral. Activate the core, activate the glutes. Hold it and breathe. Slowly lower the knees to the floor. Bring the knees out wide, big toes together. Slowly lower back into child's pose. Just rest the lower arms on the floor. Turn the palms, face the ceiling, and just look down towards the mat. The forehead does not have to touch the floor. Or if you want to support, you can just use your yoga block and pop your forehead on your yoga block. Take a few deep breaths here. Now, if it feels uncomfortable for you to have the hips back to the heels, you can just rest forward on the lower arms with the hips up high, or just come to an easy cross-legged. Because not everyone feels comfortable coming into child's pose. Slowly come up and do one more plank. Position yourself in tabletop. Shoulder blades in neutral, pelvis in neutral. Shoulders over the wrists. Now your option here is to walk the knees back to come to your 3/4 plank, or you can lengthen out the left leg, lengthen out the right leg, hold it in plank, and then you have the option now to gently lower the knees down towards the floor, or just stay up here in plank. Keep the length in the spine, length in the neck, core is on, glutes are on. Breathe wide and full. One more inhale, nice long inhale. Breathing into the front, the side, the back of the rib cage. Nice long easy exhale. Lower the knees to the floor. Cross the feet over the ankles. Slowly come to an easy cross-legged. Option to sit on your block if you want to. If you want a little bit more height in your hips. Take a nice deep breath in. Bring the arms out and up. And as you exhale, bend the elbows, goalpost arms, opening out the chest. Hold it here. From here, I'm going to place the right hand on the left knee, left hand on the right knee. You can either stay here or you can hinge forward and come forward. And just release the neck. Keep the breaths nice and long. Maybe breathe on wide and full to the rib cage. There may be a little bit of movement going on in that upper body. Inhale, slowly come up. Sweep the arms out and up. And as you exhale, goddess arms, hold it there, open out the chest. This time, left hand, right knee, right hand on the left knee, so the right arm's on top this time. Hinge forward to stay up nice and tall. Release the head. Breathe wide and full to the front, the side, the back of the rib cage. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. Reach the arms out and up. Goalpost the arms. The left hand comes to the floor. Exhale, over to the left side bend. Stretching out the right side of your body. Release the left ear down towards that left shoulder. Try and keep the front of the body open. Inhale back to center, goalpost arms, lifting out those arms. Nice long stretch. Exhale, goddess arms, right hand on the floor, lifting out the left arm, slide the end over to the right, releasing the right ear towards that right shoulder, opening up the left side of your body. Inhale all the way back to center. Slowly bring the hands through to the heart. Sit up nice and tall. Check that the weight even on both seat bones. Lovely long spine. Crown of the head towards the ceiling. Check that chin. Making sure it's not just out or overly tucked. You have the option of placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or just placing the hands on your knees. Take a nice long inhale. Slowly exhale out the mouth. And then back to inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And come into our 3-part yogi breath. You're going to inhale to the belly, inhale to the ribs, inhale to the chest, up to the collarbone. And as you exhale, you soften down through the chest, down through the ribs, down to the belly. So inhale, feel that belly lift. Inhale all the way up to the rib cage. Feel the rib cage expand, front, side and back. Inhale all the way up to the top of the chest to the collarbone. And as you exhale, soften all the way down to the chest, the ribs. Feel that natural drop in the belly. Inhale to the belly, the ribs, to the chest. Exhale, soften all the way down, chest, ribs, belly. And carry on in your own time. Long, slow breaths. Belly, ribs, chest. Nice long exhale. Softening down the chest, the ribs. That natural drop of the belly. 2 more rounds. And just go back to your natural breath. We're going to make our way down to the floor. And once you get there, you're going to be laying on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Just a few of your regular breaths here. Checking that pelvis is in neutral. You can either stay here and just do a gentle windscreen wiping of the knees, or maybe just gently hug one knee in and then the other knee and just gently rock from side to side. And then if your knees are in towards your chest, slowly float one foot down and then the other foot down. And then coming into our Shavasana, you can stay as you are. You can heel toe your feet out to the outside edges and allow the knees to fall into your slightly knocked knee. Or you can lengthen out the legs. So the feet are coming down to the outside edges of the mat and allow the feet to flop open to the side. And you can release the arms out down by the side of your body, so not touching your body, back to the hands on the floor, palms facing the ceiling. And just release the whole of the back side of the body down into the mat, back to the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the back of the hips, all the way down to the feet. Just soften the forehead and the space between the eyebrows. Relax the jaw and allow the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. Eyes can be soft or eyes can be closed. Soften the chest, soften the ribcage, relax the belly. And just allow the fingers to soften, the hands to relax. And just allow the arms to melt down into the earth. Relaxing the thighs, all the way down to the knees, all the way down to the lower legs. Relax the toes, relax the feet. And bring your awareness to the breath. The air flowing in, the air flowing out. And just allow the whole of your body to rest. Allowing your body to absorb your practice. Deep breaths. And start to bring awareness back to your breath. Bring awareness to any sensations that you can feel in your body, and press the air against your skin. And very slowly slide the legs in together. And you have the option of stretching the arms over your head, coming into a full body stretch, flexing the feet, enjoying that nice little stretch. And then maybe point the toes. And slowly release the arms back down to the side of the body. And start to bend that right knee, slide that right foot in. Slowly bend that left knee. Slide that left foot in. You can either stay here, or gentle windscreen wipe of the knees, or maybe if you feel like you want to hug the knees in towards the chest, please do so. And then keeping the eyes closed, just roll onto whichever side feels most comfortable for you. And then slowly make your way up to an easy cross-legged. Maybe sit on the block or a pillow or a cushion. And once you get there, check that the weight's even on both seat bones, lovely long spine. Crown of the head towards the ceiling. Hands can be either on the thighs, the knees, or on the feet. And just bring your awareness to the breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Slowly bring the hands together at heart center. Allow the thumbs to connect to the heart. Take a nice long inhale. Sigh the exhale out through the mouth. 2 more. Inhale. Last one. Nice big inhale. Thank you very much for joining me this evening and allow me to guide you through your practice. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you find peace within. Slowly start to flutter your eyes open. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions or there's anything you'd like to work on in particular, either email me or direct message me in Instagram. The details are below. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It's really windy outside and I can hear my kitchen door rattling, so I hope that didn't put you off. But thanks very much. Please email me if you have any questions or direct message me on Instagram. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you. Goodbye.